On this slide, we talk about definitions and signs of trigonometric functions. So the first we define cosecant theta. Cosecant theta is 1 divided by sine theta. Now sine theta comes in the denominator, so it will not be 0. So let me write this down. Sine theta is in the denominator. Sine theta is not 0. Therefore theta is not equal to n pi, where n is an integer. Yeah, because when theta equals to n pi, then sine theta is 0. Now if in case sine theta is 0, you say cosecant theta is not defined at that angle theta. Similarly, we have secant theta, which is 1 divided by cosine theta, or 1 by cos theta. Again, cos theta is not 0. That means theta cannot be equal to 2n plus 1 times pi by 2. Again, n is an integer here. So again, if cos theta is 0, you say secant theta is not defined at that angle theta. So now we go for tangent theta. Tangent theta is sine theta divided by cosine theta. Again, the denominator is cos theta, it cannot be 0, and cos theta is 0 precisely when theta is equal to 2n plus 1 times pi by 2. So theta cannot be equal to 2n plus 1 times pi by 2. Yeah. Now we talk about cotangent theta, which is just inverting the fractions in tangent theta. So we have cosine theta divided by sine theta, or cos theta by sine theta. Again, denominator is sine theta, so sine theta cannot be 0. That means theta is not equal to n pi, where n is a integer. Again, if sine theta is 0, you say cotangent theta or cot theta is not defined at that particular angle theta. Now we write the identity cos square theta plus sine square theta equals to 1. We have already shown how this comes from Pythagoras theorem. Now you divide both sides by cos square theta. So cos square theta by cos square theta gives you 1. Sine square theta by cos square theta gives you tan square theta, and 1 divided by cos square theta gives you secant square theta. So this is equation 1. You divide left hand side and right hand side by cos square theta. Now if we divide both sides by sine square theta, we get cos square theta divided by sine square theta. So that is equation 1. You divide both sides by sine square theta. So cos square theta divided by sine square theta gives you cot square theta. Sine square theta by sine square theta gives you 1. 1 divided by sine square theta gives you cosecant square theta. So again, you take equation 1 and divide both sides by sine square theta. So now I want to talk about signs of trigonometric functions in different quadrants. So let me write this down. So we want to talk about signs of, like whether sine theta is plus or minus and cosine theta is plus or minus, depending upon in which quadrant theta is. Now this will be more clear as I draw the picture below. So draw the y-axis first, then the x-axis, now we draw the circle. So now you pick a point P in the first quadrant. So we have 4 quadrants, 1, 2, I have labeled the quadrants, quadrant number 3, and we have quadrant number 4. Now pick up a point P in the first quadrant. That's what we are going to do. So you pick up a point P in the first quadrant. You have angle theta anti-clock and minus theta clockwise. Now let me label the points. So you have point P, and point P has x coordinate and y coordinate, and we have seen before the x coordinate is cosine theta and y coordinate is sine theta here, yeah, because y coordinate is positive y axis. You can see sine theta is positive here because the y coordinate is positive. Now for point Q, the x coordinate is positive, yeah, so x coordinate is cosine theta. What is y coordinate? Y coordinate is negative because as you see point Q lies in the fourth quadrant, y coordinate is negative, and y coordinate is given by sine theta. Since it is negative, you put minus sine theta. So you see cosine of minus theta is same as cosine of theta because x coordinate is same in the first and the fourth quadrant. This is important property. But sine of minus theta is minus sine theta. So this cos of minus theta and sine of minus theta, these two things are lying in the fourth quadrant. Yeah. So you see sine is positive in the first quadrant and negative in the fourth. Now again I want to draw another circle. Yeah, and let us now talk about quadrant 2 and 3. We have already talked about quadrant 1 and 4. So again the labeling is the same, 1, 2, 3, 4, but we are now talking about quadrant 2 and 3. Again we have to pick 2 points, point P. Now again for point P, you see it has a negative x coordinate and a positive y coordinate, yeah, just like in the xy axis, negative x coordinate and positive y coordinate, whereas point Q has negative x coordinate and negative y coordinate, just like points of a plane. Again I am just putting some angles phi there. So what is P? So P has x coordinate is always given as cosine of angle and y coordinate is given as sine of angle. Now x coordinate is negative, so you have minus cos phi. Y coordinate is positive here for P. So again x coordinate is negative and y coordinate is positive in the second quadrant. So P has two coordinates, x coordinate, y coordinate. X coordinate is negative, corresponds to negative x axis. Y coordinate is positive, corresponds to positive y axis. So you have positive sine phi. So this is another way of writing the coordinates of points on the circle. Very important. What about point Q? Point Q again has two coordinates. So again it is negative x axis, so minus cosine of phi, and negative y axis, so minus sine of phi. So you see sine is negative in the third quadrant and it is positive in the second quadrant. So now you can see sine is positive in the first quadrant, it is positive in the second quadrant, it is negative in the third quadrant and negative in the fourth quadrant. What about cosine? Cosine is positive in the first and it is negative in the second and the third quadrant. Cosine is positive in the first and the fourth quadrant and negative in the second and the third quadrant. Now I have said a lot of things and now we will just collect them together. Sine theta. So in quadrant 1, sine theta and cosine theta both are positive, as you can see. In quadrant 2, sine is positive, yeah, and cosine is negative. You can see it here, sine is positive, cosine is negative. Positive, negative. In the third quadrant, you see both cosine and sine are negative. In the fourth quadrant, now we go back to the first figure, cosine is positive but sine is negative, and that's what we have just summarized.